So if your instructor has embedded a PebblePad task in the content section of your D2L page, then all you need to do is go here, and here's the PebblePad task that I've gone ahead and set up here, pop quiz. So it'll show up right here. I think that you need to be logged into PebblePad in order for this to function properly. So you just go ahead and complete the task. And so forth, and there could be various kinds of activities that you go through in here, and then you'll need to save as. You'll need to save this becomes then an asset that you have on PebblePad once you do this. So pop quiz response. Okay, there we go, and then we save it that way. Now you can hit the save button. Keep in mind, you can save assignments or save tasks without submitting them. You can, and you could even save them and say share them with other students, or you can share them with, of course, your instructor. The way you do that sharing is you go to this little icon in the upper right, you click on that. It will automatically save it when you go to share it. And so click on share. Now, you're going to want to share it as an asset, in other words, as your response to this. It may be that it's giving me this other option because I also created it. So share as an asset. Okay, now you can share it with people, right? So there could be peer review where you share it with a student or with your instructor. You could share it directly with your instructor. You could share it with the web. That means that you're basically creating a public way to share with anybody who doesn't have a Pebble account or who does. The third option is to share it with Atlas. Now, if your instructor has set up a workspace in Atlas, Atlas is a part of the PebblePad platform that enables. It's an interface between various users of PebblePad. It acts like it almost acts like D2L, like a learning management system, except it's actually much more flexible. And PebblePad is more focused on the student and follows the student or user, be it a faculty member or who else, whereas D2L tends to follow things in terms of classes. PebblePad, D2L, it contains things by the class. PebblePad is kind of the opposite. It contains things by the user. That makes PebblePad much more flexible and much more available for when you want to share things out with people on the broader web, or with prospective employers, or with peers, anybody you're collaborating with. Atlas is a way for users to connect and to organize the items that they are sharing with each other. So you'll probably want to, depending on the way your instructor has set it up, you probably want to share with people, in other words, share with your instructor in order to submit the assignment, or for a more kind of official submission, your instructor may have asked you to submit it on Atlas as well. So either one, pay attention to what your professor has asked. Okay, that's basically how you do it. Now you share it with people and so forth. It gives you a number of options. You can find that user and so forth. Okay, now if you want to share it on Atlas, let me show you that quickly. Share on Atlas. Once you select that with Atlas, it's going to show you some possibilities of which workspace you share it to. Workspaces on PebblePad are very similar to classes on D2L or courses on D2L. They are kind of units that a instructor will likely have set up that will enable you to, kind of basically upload all of your things or share your things or submit your assignments or tasks into kind of one area where it where it can live. So I'll choose one where I can share. You'll notice that I agree to the terms of usage, share asset. Right, okay, there we go. Okay, now I want to point out one more thing that might not be quite as important, but I just want to, excuse me. I just want to show you what happens, or what happened here when I went to Atlas. And notice there was an X here, and there's X here now where I just shared it. That's because I've already submitted something to this particular workspace. I've shared a response to this template. In other words, an asset that is a response to this template to this workspace already. And oftentimes, if I've already submitted the maximum number of submissions, then it won't let me submit another one. Now, of course, it may be that your instructor enabled multiple submissions and so forth. It's a possibility. All right, so I hope you found this video helpful. If your instructor has embedded a task from PebblePad onto D2L for you to complete. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the interface between these platforms, D2L and PebblePad. Oh, I should also mention, no, I'll tell you to do that in a different video, about then sending that asset or putting that asset in your portfolio. That's another possibility.